What up, everybody? This is Jason Lee, and this is Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jessica Gypsy White. I'm happy to be back.
Your boy Giovanni. Hold up.
And we have our guest, Yahu Blackwell, in the building.
Welcome.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, when they said Yahu was coming, I definitely thought like white boys in suits with khakis. Yahu. So where's your name? What's the origination? How did they come up with Yahu?
It's a Hebrew name.
Okay.
Oh, I love Hebrew names.
Yeah.
What's the meaning?
The full name is Yahu Gabriel, so it means like God is my strength.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
awesome.
Well, after our last interview, God is definitely my shepherd. He got me through it. So, one of our sponsor partners of the show is Floyd Money Mayweather. You're a boxer. He's a boxer. So, did you watch the Mayweather-McGregor fight? And if you did, what did you think?
I did. I thought Floyd did his thing. Mm-hmm. I think Floyd he looked good out there.
Yeah,
But
it
do
was
you think
healthy.
Conor did better than what you thought he was going to do?
You know what? He did. He did. I thought that he was going to completely freeze, especially being on that stage.
Did you think of it as this fight is more WWE than real boxing, or did you think this is actually good for the sport? Because I always tell Floyd jokingly, boxing's going to die when you leave. This is what I always tell him, because I don't really know a big, there's no Mike Tyson of the era, no Muhammad
Not
Ali.
the Triple
no
G's and
Right.
the Canelos. They just had a fight.
I'm saying in terms of big personality and all that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I agree. I
agree.
used to be a huge Roy Jones fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And he
Roy
was
Jones.
an entertainer. Like, I just loved him. I was 12 years old, and I was like, this is what boxing is about.
Yeah. So did you think that fight was just about entertainment or the
you know
bag?
what?
Or
At this point in Floyd's career, Floyd is about the money. You know what I mean?
It's true.
And he deserves that though, because he's fought everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody that was somebody near his weight, he fought him. So it was about the money, and there's no boxer in boxing that could have generated that money. But I think it was a real fight. I think Conor gave a solid effort, but Floyd did what Floyd do.
So you're the cruiserweight. Okay, please forgive me because
It's okay.
I don't know anything about sports other than niggas is kneeling and Floyd won hella money. That's pretty much all I know. So you're a cruiserweight. You're the cruiserweight champ? What is the title?
Yeah, I'm ranked with the WBU,
Okay.
that's World.
Boxing Union.
Got you.
Yeah. So but next year we're gonna fight for the WBC.
So what's the difference? Because I know in Floyd's theater he has a bunch of WBC belts. What is the difference between WBC and
Get it together.
WBU?
Yeah. They're different sanctioning bodies.
Okay.
But the BC is the highest.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's the most prestigious title.
Okay.
So all fighters is trying to get to the WBC.
So can you be a WBU and a WBC champ at the same time?
Yes, yeah.
And Floyd is, right?
Floyd
Doesn't he
is,
hold
yeah.
multiple? I don't know. He has so many damn belts in the house.
Yeah, once you win titles in several sanctioning bodies, then you start to become the undisputed champ.
Okay.
You know so there's multiple champions in the division. And but once you unify those titles, then you become the undisputed.
Okay.
It means undefeated.
Yeah, you're the person who holds the most titles in the division.
Well, you have a lot of diamonds on. You have a really nice watch. So clearly,
thank you.
WBU.
And you got the Louis Vuitton.
I know. I noticed the gold.
Shout out to Cardi B and this Bodak yellow because red bottoms are a thing. But you come in looking like money. So you're making money in the WBU.
I'm making money, yes.
And so what I love about you and what I think was when going over just kind of preparation for the show is that outside of boxing, you have what looks like you're very socially conscious. So you know that you have a responsibility to give back. And I know, Floyd and I, we have a lot of conversations around things that we could be doing out here in this good old community. But because I have a background from being in the community organizing, so I get it. And me and my friend have different views. You clearly are out there doing good things. What are some of the things that we could share with the audience that you're doing?
Man, I do everything I can pretty much get my hands on. I'm feeding the homeless. I'm doing it all. I'm talking to kids. I'm paying parents' bills, single mothers out here.
Wow.
Doing
So what
it
is
all.
is it orphanage? An
Yeah,
orphanage
you're
that
building
you have?
one in Africa, right?
Building one in Africa right
So
now.
how did you decide that I'm just gonna go to Africa and build an orphanage? Because it sounds
Yeah.
kind of Oprah-like.
It's a
to me.
huge
Yeah.
undertaking for sure.
And
Yeah.
a huge financial responsibility.
Oh, yeah.
Which means the
Oh, yeah.
WBU is kind of doing you. So go ahead, talk about that orphanage.
Well, somebody had approached me about it first. Good friend of mine. He's from Cameroon. And he approached me about it first. Like, he was like, this is something I think we should do. And, I was like, let's do it. And then from there, it was just just no looking back. We just
So this is something that you both are equally financially like invested in, or are you using your connections? He's using his connections.
I'm the financial part.
The breadwinner.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
Like I
you
said-
can look at him and know he's gonna bring them up.
Like I say, the WBU doing you good.
But an orphanage, I know, I was in a group
Stupid.
home growing up and in foster homes, and I know how it is to, for some of these people that are displaced from their families or whatever. And I know you recently lost your mother. Are you planning to go over and be more involved on a I guess a spiritual or
Right.
more
More
emotional,
hands-on.
hands-on connection?
Oh yeah. I want to teach. Well, I want to at least go once, twice a year to talk to the kids.
That's awesome.
Okay, so you're the cruiserweight WBU champion.
Yes.
I'm telling you, I can start commentating sports in a minute. And you're 15-0.
17-1.
17-1. Okay, so of course we live in a morbid world. Tell us about the one. So
I was just about to ask about the one too. I want to know about the one.
like motherfucker built the White House.
Tell
but
me
you
about
know-
the
but
one.
you know he burned the Lincoln Memorial. Who was that?
The one was on my pro debut.
Okay.
I had a bad team at the time, and I wound up breaking my thumb
Boxer.
In training camp?
at the fight.
Oh wow.
At the fight, and the ring doctor, he wouldn't let me continue with the injury.
Oh, so you had to take an L
I
for
had to take an L
injury?
for injury.
Oh, so you didn't get knocked out.
Nah,
And
nah.
you didn't get like Connor was winded and beat.
But you can't
this-
go back and get that one off your record.
Nah,
Are you-
boxing
this is
so
not the
crazy
DMV.
like that.
This
Yeah.
is boxing.
I would have argued. I'd be
No,
like,
I think I feel like it has to be something
Yeah,
that
it's
goes
nothing you
against
can
that.
do
Like
against
if
an element.
you break your thumb or boxer's fracture, as you guys call it, on somebody's face, let's just reschedule this motherfucking fight.
Right. Yeah. It's
Can you-
fighters that lost fights from guys who got caught cheating, for whatever reason, and they still wouldn't remove the loss from their records.
It's like old boy at the Floyd. He lost his belt for not cutting weight or meeting.
Gervonta.
Devonta,
Yeah, like that gotta suck.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
your ass could have worked. I mean, I was with Gervonta 36 hours before the fight. He didn't need to be sitting in Floyd's interview. He could have been out running. no disrespect, because Tank got a good right one, and I'm not I will call the police on his ass. But when I got there and he had lost the title because he was 2 pounds over. I mean, there's a conspiracy within the team that the scales were fucked up too for Connor or something.
So,
but don't you think that's always the case though? In boxing, I always feel like there's
Absolutely.
always some type of conspiracy.
Oh yeah. Anything that is big money.
for
Right.
example, the Triple G and the Canelo fight, the split decision.
What did you think of that though?
A lot of people called that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They want to see it again. More money.
That's crazy. But it was evident as a boxer. Was it evident that Triple G won?
No,
No, I
Canelo.
think-
I gave it to Canelo.
I mean,
I
not
gave it to
Triple G.
Canelo.
Canelo.
I gave it to Canelo.
Okay.
Would you ever want to fight any of these fighters?
They're too small. Canelo's a 160 pounder.
Okay.
G's 160 pounder.
And what weight do you fight at?
I fight at 200.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Floyd fights at 154. So you're okay.
Yeah.
So you what do you think of what's the guy from London? I really like him too. I can't think.
Ward, not Ward.
No.
Oh, with the braids.
Ward is from Oakland.
Yeah, Ward,
And he's retired. I don't even know boxing, but I know that.
know, my bad.
No, what's the guy? Anthony
Joshua.
Joshua. What do you
Yeah.
think of him? Is he impressive to you?
Oh yeah, Joshua's the truth. We haven't seen a heavyweight as athletic as him.
Right.
A long
It-
time.
I haven't
since-
seen a heavyweight in a long time anyway.
Since
That was
Tyson.
doing something.
Well, David Hay, who's a friend, was around
yeah,
for a little
yeah.
bit. He
Hey,
was
yeah.
athletic, but something about Anthony just stands out. And I remember saying to Floyd, like, you need to sign that. Floyd don't listen to me when it comes to shit. I'm like, you got to sign this guy because something about him, he has a star quality, right?
does. He
Do you
does.
think he could come here in the U.S. and be successful?
Oh yeah. I think
What's his
everybody would get behind Joshua if he was to come here.
Is he undefeated?
He is. Yes.
He beat Klitschko.
It's a few
Again,
undefeated
another
cats
fact.
out there.
So who is your idea? So who are some of the people that you fought that I may know? And I don't really know a lot of people, but who are some of the people? And then I want to ask, like, kind of what's the preparation when you go in? Because it's rare that we meet people that have had like this much. I've met that this much boxing success. The boxers I know outside of Floyd have had a lot of draws, or I don't know. At some point, you just kind of like after you've had 2 or 3 draws and a knockout, like you should just start baking cupcakes or something.
Right.
So who are some of the people that you fought that we may know?
Well, boxing, the preparation for a fight is grueling. You know what I mean? You got to train. You can't play around with it at all. But it's tough. Boxing is it's tough on you mentally as well. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because you're still thinking about all the possibilities.
So no sex.
Oh, no sex.
Really?
No sex.
Why?
No sex.
I thought that
Because
would
they
make
get
it
weak.
easier.
Makes
They
you
need
weak.
their legs.
Oh, you need that sexual frustration, all that built up.
Yeah. Your
I
stamina
felt that for a year.
Yeah, it's in your test. So if you
Didn't you ask Floyd when he was here if he had sex during training camp and he said yes?
But he said no sex.
no sex.
Right, but okay. So you can't while you're training for a fight.
Well, you got to know your body. Everybody's different,
Mm-hmm.
so you got to have a cutoff. You know what I'm saying? So you got to experiment with it. What I used to do, I would spar, see how I felt in sparring. Then I would know, like, okay, I need more time.
You need to get some more pussy. Okay. But,
We needed to get through one interview without saying something profane. We just talked about kids in orphanages. We definitely just talked about orphanage.
Let's take that one back. My bad. So continue on.
Yeah, so you got to know your body. So it has to be a cutoff. So everybody's different. So
Yeah.
I've heard guys say they need a week. I've heard guys say they need 2 weeks.
How much time do you need?
A week.
You need a week.
1 week.
Of no sex.
No sex.
Okay, but is that like real, or is that just an excuse you gave yourself to be able to keep doing it when you ain't supposed to?
Yeah, it's really real. It's really real.
Not even a hand job?
Yeah, I've gambled. Not even a hand job.
So what else have you done outside? Or share with the audience the other things that you've done outside of the orphanage and the philanthropy and boxing. So what are some of your other endeavors? Because I know that you're getting into the tech game, right?
Yeah, I'm building an app.
So talk
that's
to us about
awesome.
that.
Yeah, I'm building a boxing app. It's called People's Champ, but it's gonna be nobody's made nothing like this before. It's gonna kind of have like a Grand Theft Auto feel.
Okay.
Wait. Before you talk
But yeah,
about it,
I
is it
know.
patent
Is
already?
it out?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, is
All
it
right.
patent and all
First
that
of all,
shit?
when he said
yeah.
nobody's ever done it, I was just on the jet with Birdo. Not Birdo. What's the other crazy motherfucker's name?
Short guy?
Yeah.
Broner.
Broner.
Adrian.
Broner
such
definitely
an
been in
asshole.
a Grand Theft Auto situation before. I could tell he stole some shit. We were on the jet and the jet dropped. We just hit a cloud or something, and he's dancing to his music, and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up!" Anyway, so
not a nice
I don't know.
guy.
I just thought when you say Grand Theft Auto and boxing, I think Roberto. What's
Yeah.
the boy's name?
Broner.
Broner.
AKA Mr. Unhumble.
He's cool. So tell us about the app. So what is that? What is the experience going to be, and what is the user going to get from it?
It's gonna be like the life of a fighter. So you got to build this guy up, just like any real fighter would be,
Right.
And then it's gonna be live. So, I could be building a guy, and I live in Maryland. You can be in California building a guy. You can call me out to fight me.
Oh, I
for
love this.
For my property, for my house, my cars, my
In real life?
no, on the game.
Oh, I'm about to say.
Yeah, on the game, right? And
Please
Yeah.
pay attention.
I am, but it's the way he delivered the stuff. It's just like, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
and you could fight, and then we could fight, and then we could fight for titles, all that stuff. And everybody else who has the game can also spectate the fight too.
Right.
So they can bet
that's
in on
pretty
it,
genius.
the whole nine.
So can they build a Floyd Mayweather within the fight?
They'll probably be able to unlock Floyd, but
Okay.
I got to get Floyd's permission first.
Can women play and have them look like
Yeah.
a
Well,
woman?
but if you don't get his permission, you just name him like Bloyd August Weather or something. You know damn well.
There were some emoji people working with Floyd tried that. That didn't work out.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so recently, your last fight, who was that with?
I fought a guy named Alvaro Vasquez.
That's good. And so what was the training that went into that fight? Did you spar Floyd before?
Never sparred Floyd.
You
before.
didn't?
I've
Okay.
trained at his
At
with his
Mayweather
father
Boxing.
before, and with his
Okay.
uncle. Yeah.
So what was the training that went into that fight, and how did it play out? Because I'm telling you, I only watched the boxing fights that Floyd's in because I you praying for your friend because the after party gonna be real fucked up if it don't. So what was the training that went into that fight, and did it? I mean, what was your thought after the fight?
I knocked him out in the first round,
Shit.
and
I wish you had some.
See, this is the friend that will scare you, real calm.
Yeah, that's what I told
Right the
her.
one.
That's what I said right before the interview. You're
Yeah.
very soft spoken, but it's always the calm one.
yeah,
You knocked him out in the first round.
yeah. I knew he
Body
was gonna
punch, head punch, what?
go. Some of combination of both.
And you studied him?
Nah, I didn't. I fought him in Mexico, so a lot of the guys in Mexico, you don't really see no tape on these guys. You know what I mean? You just gotta kind of the promoter
Learn
just
as you
kind of
go.
give you an idea, like, yo, like he's gonna try to do this to you. You know? So But yeah, I stopped him.
You don't be liking to go to full. I could tell you like just get that shit over with.
Yeah,
you
let's
want to
get
go
it done.
home.
Yeah.
So you just like to knock them up.
Yeah,
What's the longest you've ever gone?
I fought, when I was fighting in the UK, a lot of those fights were going the distance. Some of them guys, they can take an ass whooping, you know what I mean?
That chin.
They could take it. But since I've gotten bigger, my power has come with me. So, now when I'm hitting guys, I can tell it's only a matter of time.
Where did that scar come from?
Look at
That scar.
Oh man, I got shot when I was.
I see.
He know it.
I'm
He
from
know it.
Stockton,
Let me see it.
California. I know when I see a
never
shot,
seen a bullet
a gunshot wound.
Like 13, man.
You got shot at 13.
I got
So
shot
is
at
that
15.
is that what led you
Out of my bike.
to start boxing?
Nah, I just wanted to box because it was just in me,
Yeah.
Anger.
Nah,
More anger.
I wasn't even mad. I just wanted to be a fighter.
Yeah.
See, if I was a boxer, I would be less afraid of going to prison.
Well,
That's
no,
a
I
good
mean,
point.
No, I'm just thinking because as I'm
That's
sitting
a
here,
good
like
point.
I've been shot, he's been shot, but the difference between me and him and going to prison, because he could go and be like, "I'm cool, I can." Not that he wants to go.
Yeah.
Please don't go in the comments about why am I bringing up prison when I'm talking to somebody black, because everybody we interview on the show has, I think, almost except for Abby Lee Miller, who's in prison, has been black.
That's true.
I saw the gunshot when I'm thinking, well, damn, he's been shot, I've been shot. So how did you get shot? Like, were you in gangs? Were you just in the streets? Wrong place, wrong time?
Wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
I was sitting on my bike and out with my friends, and it was just kind of like one of them straight
straight bullet.
Where was his back at?
Man, in Baltimore.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, in Baltimore. Yeah.
They don't play.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
where
yeah.
Javonta's from.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I saw some.
listen.
I saw Javonta post something the other day on his Instagram story. I almost texted to Floyd to say, I got to put your boy on blast. He said something like, if you promoters don't start showing us love in Baltimore, we ain't going to let you bring nobody in town. I'm like,
He got to shut that down.
go get your belt back.
and take that Angry Bird hoodie off he had on.
Okay, shout out to Javonta because I do run into him in the streets. All right, so your mother just passed away.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Sorry to send our condolences. Tell me, like, what happened and were you guys close? How was your childhood? What was that relationship like?
Oh yeah, mom's was everything.
Wow.
My pops wasn't around, so she was mom and
and
dad.
dad,
Yeah. So yeah, it was rough. I still battle with it.
Yeah.
How long ago was this?
2 years ago now.
I lost mine 12 and still feel it. So
Oh yeah.
I know
Oh
what
yeah.
you mean.
Oh yeah.
See, on this show, I shared a story, and people were in the comments, but I said that my mom passed away probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I don't miss her. And not in a bad way. It's just that we had such a bad relationship, and she had so many demons from drugs and abuse and her being child molested and things like that by her father. She just had a lot of... So, when some people are at peace, you're at peace.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things where, like, I didn't have probably the same relationship you had, so it was a little different for me.
Right.
Yeah.
Does it make sense, right?
I don't.
But you had... She's already diagnosed me with a few things. We're gonna have a candle seance later.
We need to talk about this, Jason.
Oh yeah, listen. Earlier now,
Right.
this is the woman. I won't just tell him again.
Uh-uh.
All
She
right.
wants to cut the thigh of her lover and play in each other's blood like bats. Pretty much.
I didn't
Say it
see.
again. You want?
Tell him.
It's a night of worship.
Okay. Okay.
Let's just leave it at that.
Okay.
It can be really sexy and enjoyable if you get there. Get into it.
Get into cutting your girl.
Why don't you just wait until she has a period and then
so
you guys
you-
can play in that?
No,
cut
blood.
her.
Not,
You
not
cut,
that
you
kind
cut,
of blood. That's
You cut
waste.
face, you cut thigh, and you have red sheets with candles lit, with some type of Luther playing, and you playing each other's blood.
Luther would not be the right song.
Oh, no.
choice
No,
for
I'm
that.
thinking more like
AC/DC.
Tori Amos.
Yeah,
Precious
Manson.
thing.
definitely.
No, you keep it sexy, but it's
Def
very
Leppard, pour
mysterious.
some sugar on me. Okay, so we're not going to ask you any crazy questions because I just kind of feel like we can't talk about being responsible, being an entrepreneur, and having all these amazing talents outside the ring. But what I will ask you is, with everything going on earlier on Hot Topics, we talked about athletes kneeling in support of or in protest of the national anthem because of Colin Kaepernick kind of starting this thing around gun violence with African Americans. What are your thoughts on that as an athlete? Do you feel that that's justified? Do you feel like they shouldn't do it? What do you think?
Will you take a knee on your next fight in October?
Oh yeah, I support that. I support that. I think that it's been so much injustice, for so long, So I definitely support that decision and not reciting the anthem. I wouldn't recite it either. Yeah.
I don't think they've taken the knee during boxing yet, right?
Nope.
Boy, if you do that,
Yeah, I was gonna say you should do it and then
Yeah.
put it all over social media.
we'll cover
Literally,
it.
the dude.
We'll cover
We'll
it.
definitely
Listen, it was the last thing I saw in the NFL again. The dude wasn't even kneeling a knee. He was on the field straight up working.
Yeah, I see that. My man was.
He tried to set a whole nother bar.
Yeah, but that was hypocritical because he talked about, he talked about the other guy before.
My bad.
Well, there's a video that just resurfaced of an interview from Muhammad Ali where he was saying like,
Yeah, I saw it.
you saw that where basically he said like, there's so many athletes who just get the checks and go get the Rolls Royces, but like I'm willing to risk all my money, my freedom, and maybe my
And he
life.
did. And he did that.
Yeah.
He challenged the government.
Yeah.
And I think every athlete, regardless whether you're a boxer, just I think as entertainers in general, if you're in this business, you uphold a certain amount of respect to your community and to future children of tomorrow.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well said, Miss White.
Yeah. I think that you're not even. That's what makes you a champion. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
I
not
agree.
about wins and losses. You know what I mean? Wins and losses just means you're great at soccer. You're great at basketball.
Right.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, leave it to Floyd. He said God only made one thing perfect.
You already know what that is.
That's his boxing record.
I was gonna say what, women?
That's true.
That would be the other thing.
true.
Well, no, I don't think he said he. That's a whole other show.
Oh, women are so perfect.
So what's next besides the next fight? The app, the orphanage. It sounds like you have a lot going on. What else is next for you? Like if you had to
Invest in the film.
if you had to say what your legacy is going to be known for, what do you think that will be?
That's a great question. You know what? I'm not
Finding
trying-
a great wife and having a baby for your mom.
Yeah, definitely got to do that. That's definitely.
I'm
on the
sorry, I
list.
just answered your question.
Yeah, that's definitely on the list. You know what? I think I just want to be the best I can be. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want my legacy to be. I'm not gonna put I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do that. I just want to be the best me. Whatever that looks like. You know what I mean? I just want to be the perfect version of myself.
Well, I think you're off to a great start.
So, Rihanna or Beyonce?
That's such an unfair
Ooh,
question.
that's tough.
Why?
That's
I don't
easy
think
for me.
It's easy for
Like,
me.
but what are we talking about? Music wise?
Just music wise. I'm not gonna go
Oh,
there.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's such
okay.
an unfair question.
I'm gonna go with Beyonce music wise.
Me too.
Okay.
Floyd goes Rihanna. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll go Rihanna too.
Rihanna has a lot of hit singles, but
And her
Beyonce's-
swag is just so different from Beyonce. Like, that's what I like about her.
Yeah.
I think they're both great.
They are. They're amazing.
You're so politically correct.
I'm not being politically correct.
Are you friends with Rihanna, too?
I love her.
Are you friends with Rihanna,
Ree
too?
walked up to me and was like, yo, every time I see you on the blogs, you're a fucking rock star. Like, I love that girl.
Hit me with the
I love her.
Well, she
that
told me-
woman is amazing.
That accent will make me pay all them water bill, Netflix bills, sewer
She's
bills.
so awesome. She's so fucking
In
true.
2012, she told me she would follow me on Twitter, and it still hasn't happened. I don't know. I'm still mad. Okay, so where can people find you? And like because we definitely want to follow you. And I'm going to be looking in October if you kneel, because that would be.
Oh, I would.
Wait, you fight next month.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 7th.
Where?
San Diego.
Oh, that's
What
close.
venue?
Yeah. I don't know the name of this, but I wrote it
okay.
down. But
All right.
yeah, San Diego though.
Well, if we out
Okay.
there, maybe
Oh yeah.
Listen, we will watch him take a knee, and the whole world will see it because they haven't done
Will
that
it
in
be
boxing yet.
televised?
Not this one.
All right. Well, we gotta go.
The press will be there, and they will still cover that. You
But
don't-
get your homeboy to like film it on,
that's my
so.
brother. Yeah.
All right,
No,
what's
yeah.
up, bro?
Yeah.
And so film it and then send it in to us, and then we got you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Okay, where can people find you?
I'm on Instagram at Yahu_Rock Blackwell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Say it
then,
one more time.
Yeah, say it and spell it because we got a few.
Yahu YAHU_ Rock ROCK and my last name Blackwell.
All right.
BLACKWELL.
well, if you're ever in Vegas, hit us up. We'll make sure you get to that Mayweather boxing gym. I don't even know if Floyd goes anymore, but somebody there.
And girl collection.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
girl.
I've never been to Girl Collection.
Oh, we'll make sure you have a good
Yeah.
time at the Girl Collection. Everybody right now is saying, "Where's Melissa Ford?" He's trying to replace her with somebody
No.
else because I went on this whole rant about we're not gonna have guest hosts because we start having so much conflict with our audience when we have people sit in. But it's just unfortunately Melissa's mother fell ill and she can share what happened. She had to leave, so it just we got to have people. We have so many friends and.
Right. And
She had a heart attack,
we were
man.
having, oh,
She got to be there with her mom in Toronto.
God bless her. And Jason and I are really good friends. We were at the Abbey this weekend, and he was like, "You should just stop by." And I was like, "Well, let's do it."
Listen, we had so much fun.
Club.
But what?
Gay club, right?
Why do we have to put a label on it? It was a club full of fun people.
Free people.
Colorful people.
I've seen you at the gay club.
Yeah, of course. With my
With you.
I don't know, my in-between now girlfriend. I don't know.
So we usually get right into the weekend recap, and usually it's that person's turn to start first. But since we're talking about your other half, what's going on in your love life? Because the audience is so involved.
You know what? We just we're figuring things out. You know, we're going through a transition right now, which can be it's for a healthy reason. I will say, you know,
you're a little shaky talking about it, though.
Yeah, man, because I ain't gonna lie, it's been hurting. Like, today is the first day I've actually talked about it, really. And, you know, it's just, I get it. She's put in a position where I'm in the limelight. I do a lot of things. And I think it's a little bit too much for her at times. And some things that have been planted in her mind has led her not to fully be able to trust me 100%.
In her mind or
in
your
her
actions?
I think it's more of her mind and just to who I am. And how I move.
You're out a lot.
Yeah.
You host events. People know you. And
But do you do a good job at validating her?
Absolutely. Every week I come here and tell him, profess my love to 1.5 million listeners.
But that's just words. What about
and
your
affirmation. Actions always. Yeah.
No, he does. And I will say that the one thing I love about your relationship is as much as you share about it here on the show and as much as you're open and you allow us to crack a lot of jokes, what I would hope is that she understands, like, even behind the scenes, like, this, it's all banter. Like, you really do love her. You talk highly about her. And I know that you're not out in these streets. You're not out here.
No, I'm not. It's just, I think I have a strong aura, strong personality, and it's just a healthy transition that we're working on. We're working on things, but we're just doing it in
well,
a
you know,
separate
after
way.
the eclipse, a lot of relationships got shaken up. So just hold on.
Ooh, that was deep.
Well, because you share that you're really into this energy stuff, right? So do you do the whole rocks thing? And
look at her bracelet.
So do you do the rocks?
Actually, this was a guy that I'm in love with. He bought me this, and you can put it in the sun, and it gives this bracelet, these stones energy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, talking to the mic. Okay, so we're gonna get back to your love life in a minute because we have a list of what we want to go through. Okay, so you're working on your relationship. Are you fighting for your girl?
Right now, you know, when a woman says she needs space, and
She doesn't mean it.
I was about to say, listen.
No,
she
means
says
it.
she need no. She's just throwing a temper tantrum.
I was in the bed with somebody last night who said they didn't want to cuddle, they needed space. You know what we did? We cuddled because listen, this is my bed. I'm a fight for that cuddle.
Well,
Yeah.
I think I don't want to force it too much. I've been that guy that's trying to make it work and trying to prove and I love, and it just pushes me away more. So I just think she needs some time to miss me and heal in her mental and her soul, and I need to focus on some things, and I'm willing to change a lot of things.
Oh, you're a good man.
So you're fighting for that.
Yeah. But right now I haven't talked to her in a little bit of time.
Okay. Well, listen, what's your girl's name again?
Jennifer.
Shout out Jennifer. Take this man back.
Yeah, Jen, stop playing games,
and work
baby.
this out before we all bring the show to your house.
Right. Girl, get your man back.
Because we will do a live remote.
I love you, baby, with all my soul.
All right, so Jessica, what did you do this weekend? Of course, you just said we were together. So what did you do besides that?
I went to Free People, not the gay club,
What's that?
the Abbey.
Okay. Yeah.
And had drinks with you, and we talked, and it was a real chill weekend. I don't do anything when I'm in LA. I am so chill. I never go out. You know that.
Yeah.
Like
I want to know how you met this supermodel woman, though. How did you meet her?
one of my best friends, Danielle Crawley.
Yeah. And again, you know,
I love
Hollywood
Danielle.
is a smaller community, but I remember at the time we talked about the time we were at Puff's house, literally on the way out, me and Melissa were walking by and she's sitting on the couch with, I think it was Cassie and the supermodel girl, the other supermodel. Cara Delevingne or whatever.
Yeah. Delevingne.
Supermodel.
Delevingne,
And who else?
Lorianne Gibson.
Yeah. We were
So
awesome.
it's a small community, but we've been hanging out lately and just been having a lot of fun. One interesting fact this weekend, you said that you love the idea of cutting a person that you're in love with.
Oh, I can't believe you're mentioning this.
Yeah,
It's
you know.
Hollywood Unlocked Uncensored, darling. That's what we do.
Oh,
What did she
my
say, though? I wanna hear
No,
gosh.
this.
I'm gonna let those words roll out of her mouth.
No,
because
Danielle calls me the Black Angelina,
Yes.
and we're both Geminis. And I was like, I have this fantasy of doing like a night of worship where I cut my boyfriend and I I lick his blood, and then he cuts my inner thighs, and he licks mine, and we,
Fucking Twilight.
So listen, so she tells me there's 3 drinks in. And
I've always had an infatuation with like blood and the man that I'm in love with. Yeah.
When your birthday's when?
June 21st. I'm a Gemini Cancer. I'm a lot.
All right, my daughter's a Gemini. I hope she ain't.
Listen, she tells me this as I'm looking at my drink like, did she drink on this straw? Slide my drink.
So you drink Bloody Marys?
No, you're so stupid to get over a hangover. But no, I've never done it before, but I wanted to do it with the guy that I'm currently in love with.
So you
Because
really
his
want to
blood,
do this?
he smells so
Y'all
good.
gonna get tested first for hepatitis or anything like that?
No, we're
first?
both clean. We're both clean. He's good. His blood is drinkable.
Yeah, because you're not going to be sliding no hepatitis blood over on me.
He's got that sweet blood.
Like you would really drink it or like lick
no,
it?
I would lick it, yeah, for sure, and smear it all over my face.
Okay, listen. Okay, the only blood I can fathom at this point is the blood of Jesus.
Hey man.
But
That one too.
But that's real that you would be willing to sacrifice for no pun intended.
It's not called sacrifice. It's just it's called a night of worship.
I mean, sacrifice a little.
where
bit.
you worship each other like bats.
I done heard a lot of shit on this show. But this shit right here.
So does that entail having candles dim lit?
Yeah, candles,
Okay.
red sheets, not white sheets, because
Okay.
it's gonna get kind of dirty.
Okay. You also told me that you were going to pray over my wealth and help my pockets grow.
Yeah, my grandmother, she's French Creole, and
Oh.
she taught me how to manifest a lot and light candles and
That
things
makes
like
sense
that.
with the blood.
You're
French
so funny.
Creole?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Native and my father's family's from Ghana.
What was that movie that Megan Good was in when she was here? Eve's Bayou. I remember that. There
Yeah.
was the lady in there that was.
I used to watch that film all the time when I was younger.
So if you pray and seance over my pockets, no
Don't
blood.
say seance. It's just manifestation.
Okay, well, man. Well,
Don't get it twisted.
Seance.
It's manifestation. No, I'm not a bruja, by the way, but I do have a strong ability to manifest really positive things in my loved ones' lives, and I've seen it.
Damn, so
happen.
I'm not a loved one yet, so you can't profess anything over me, huh?
You're trying to get Jennifer back, so stop flirting.
No, that's what I'm talking about. To give me good energy for her to get her back.
Oh, I could do that.
Yeah.
Well, listen. At break, we're gonna
Oh,
manifest
we could
over.
actually go to a candle store, and I would get like 2 candles and bring you 2 closer.
Dang.
She
Okay,
couldn't
so-
fight it.
So why don't we do that and maybe do it behind the scenes for Hollywood Unlocked?
That's
You know,
dope.
sharing is caring.
No,
that'd be fun.
that's too much energy.
Intimacy,
It
gotta be
has to be
intimacy.
my energy and his
Okay.
energy and the power of love. It cannot be something that's
Well, what if we
out.
put up like a sky cam or a GoPro?
No, not until it's done.
Jason want all that footage.
Okay, so listen, I went to Fashion Week and had just the amazing time, but I built a new friendship with somebody that you know, and I just have to say that this person, it always bothers me how this person is probably the nicest person I've ever met, and I mean that, but gets the most criticism, and that's Lil' Kim.
Yeah, I love Little Kim. I actually did her last year for hip hop's
Squares?
No.
Not loving hip hop.
Hip hop honors.
Oh, okay.
I
Yes, yes.
actually opened up the show. We did like this fashion tribute to her.
Nice.
And I wore the green wig with the pasties.
Nice.
I love that woman so much. She's so sweet and so kind and so soft-spoken and so generous and just humble.
I never met her.
So
She's
let me tell you.
nothing like people would think she is.
So let me tell you, she's also very iconic, right? So this is a person who my first, I grew up the Queen Latifahs, the MC Lights, the Brandys, all that kind of stuff. But this was the first rapper who came out and said, I'm going to suck a dick and swallow and do all the nasty shit that your
She had
mama
to get her
didn't want you to
stomach pumped, yeah.
She's probably the reason why I went and started dating niggas, because it was a little scary and a little too aggressive for me. But I remember my mother coming in and saying, like, what the fuck is this? And so I was telling her at the Galore party, she performed at the Galore party, and I was just saying, like, yo, I remember my mom used to do this. She goes, do you want to go with me tomorrow to Rihanna's party? I would love to hang with you. I'm like, are you fucking playing? I had a flight booked out.
Yes.
So I went to my hotel, waited. The next day, she didn't call. I'm like, okay, she got busy. She forgot. It's whatever. She calls me at 1 o'clock and she says, hey, let's go. We're going to Rihanna's. Took me to Rihanna's party, and
The Fenty party?
that shit was lit.
And she's a woman of her word. If she says she's going to hit you up.
Wait, you went with Lil'
she
Kim?
will.
I went with Lil' Kim, walk in, Leonardo DiCaprio, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Cardi B's there. So Cardi B, we're going to talk about her next on Hot Topics, but Cardi B calls me to her table and I go over and Offset sitting there. And she's like, yeah, this is Jason with Hollywood Unlocked. And he was like, yo, Migos, we fuck with y'all. You show us love. I'm like, for real? You know what? But it was so cool to sit there and watch him.
Jason, come on. Everybody knows who you
No,
are.
but I forget. Like, I saw Tammy Rivera up there, and I'm like, oh my God, Tammy, I'm such a fan. She was like, well, why you never call me? I'm like, I can have your number. Like, I'm still a fan of the culture, you know?
I feel
How
you.
Lil' Kim look in person, man?
I love Lil' Kim. Listen, she
She's
looks
beautiful.
You know who
She's
house
very
she
pretty.
randomly ended up at? out
And by
here?
the way, everybody stop with the bleaching of the skin. That woman did not bleach her skin.
Well, we're gonna come back to that, but give me we gonna come
she
right
randomly
there.
ended up.
Wait, let me back up. Let me back up before Lil' Kim because we
ahead.
transitioned to Cardi B.
Okay,
Cardi B was so fucking lit.
as she should be.
No, lit like
As
not,
she should be.
Not lit not lit brand.
Like
Lit.
liquor,
She was drinking that Douce.
as she should be.
So
Douce
her
and coffee?
Her and Offset are tonguing each other down,
Mama.
rubbing all on each other in the party, and I'm sitting there and they look up at me. I go, "Can I come to the wedding?" But what I loved about Cardi was, when she left, she was like, whatever. Rihanna showed her so much love. Everybody in that party loved Cardi B.
I'm so happy for her.
Because she
was
worked
hot.
hard.
She did.
Very hard, and didn't have to have a man or be on with a man. To
She
do it.
did that shit herself like a true New York boss.
Yes. So what were you gonna add real quick?
I was gonna say Lil' Kim and Salt and Pepper from Salt and Pepper was randomly at John Silver's house.
Really?
Like John, he's the man. Like I'm like, nigga, they was literally in your kitchen for what?
By the way, we're talking about women from New York. By the way, I'm a New Yorker. We're going to represent because we make them real raw dog in New York.
Like raw dog, what?
Nah,
we're not
get
talking
your
about-
mind out of the.
We're not talking about my
I'm just
former
saying
love life.
we're bosses and we don't need to do. We don't have to depend on anybody
man,
to do
right.
anything. They make us aggressive.
You from
in
New York?
Yeah,
You got a pair of Timbs?
I do have Timbs.
Dope.
I hardly wear them.
So I had to tell Kim this, but I was in the middle of a meeting for some really important shit the other day at the London Hotel where I had several drinks to prepare for. And so as I'm in there talking, I'm like, yeah, this and this and this. I'm really trying to impress these people. Lil' Kim is FaceTiming me, but I'm like, oh, hold on. Sorry, Lil' Kim is calling. What up, Kim?
Oh,
She's texted, she's super
let's
nice.
get on the show, man.
Oh, I've already invited her. So the invitation is out. But, she's flying around, travel. She's working. Like, Lil' Kim is
She
out there
did
working.
great on the hip hop honors, and honestly, that was a really good. It was well put together.
Yeah. First of all, my hat's off to Cardi B.
Yes,
I was
yes.
on the phone with her publicist, and she said we got to get her to #1. I said let's start Cardi for the culture. So we started this hashtag. She put it. Cardi did a video, put it out, and it went viral. And people all over the world, and celebrities alike, were fighting for her to get the #1 spot, and she got it.
And she got it.
Good for her. I'm so excited. What I'm not excited about is how all these female rappers who
Haters.
are irrelevant.
Azalea Banks.
Yeah, you can say the name.
God bless. I spew out a lot of positive energy. I just don't like how women can be so. That's just disheartening, to be honest with you. It really is. Like, instead of just giving the girl a congratulations, but all the lyrics to her song.
Right. Dang, that part.
Well, what I love is that Cardi, we had Cardi here on the show, and we asked her, about the beef between Lil' Kim and Nicki Minaj, and would she ever get into that? And she said, no, I'm going to come for bitches if they come for me. And so Nicki Minaj gave her love. Rihanna showed her love. French Montana, DJ Khaled, Lil' Kim.
Janet Jackson.
She's been able to bring some of the biggest.
How can you not, though?
She's been able to
cool.
bring some of the biggest artists that have rivalry together for one thing, and that's supporting her. But what I saw this morning when I woke up, or she did it yesterday, but what I saw when I woke up is that she posted the video of Azalea singing her lyrics after she had criticized her.
Yeah.
The haters.
For sure.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that girl, she deserves everything she's getting. It's not like the luck of the draw. She worked her butt off. I remember seeing her in New York City on every stage she could possibly get on, performing and pushing out her music. And that work ethic is everything. And playing the game the right way.
Yeah.
Persistence.
Resilience and a great work ethic and being modest and being kind and being happy and fun and silly. We're living in a world, believe it or not, where there's so much bad energy, but this culture that we're involved in right now, they know the difference between bad energy and good energy, and they can sense real from the fake. And so you're going to be successful if they can sense it. This generation is smart as shit.
Well, listen, and so the criticism for people who were laying under a rock or sleeping under a rock was Azalea Banks said that Charlemagne and all these other people that are prolific figures in the hip hop industry have been pushing Cardi B because this Latin girl and not pushing African American women is equally as hard.
She had a dope ass song.
It ain't
Forget
even
the race.
about being Latin. Like
The song is just dope.
the girl, let me tell you something. Any woman that can come from humble beginnings, taking her clothes off and stripping to being #1 on the Billboard charts, you get all the respect in the world because she did what she needed to do to get where she needed to go. She had a dream. She had a vision. She stuck with it. I'm sure that woman got a 1,000 no's just like everybody else. You just got to keep fucking going. That's how this business is. It's going to bite, but you have to work.
And the
only thing that holds you back from your
yourself.
greatness and your destiny is you.
Yeah.
So I said to Cardi B in New York, I said, what do you think of all this? Like Rihanna's going, first of all, Rihanna looks so fucking good. She
did.
literally has the Melissa Ford ass right now.
Yeah,
that's what it
she
is.
does.
It ain't, she's not fat. She just thick now. She's thick.
It's
Not
the
even
season of the titties because they all got titties
and not
right
ain't
now
just
too.
the titty. She got the ass. I didn't.
She got thighs.
She-
She's a
and she got-
woman.
y'all- her
And she got
biscuits.
swag sitting up there smoking blunts. Leonardo
What?
never came to her table and she never went to his. Everybody was trying to get to Rihanna. But what I love at Cardi, I said, Cardi, what do you think of all this? She said, I ain't gonna lie, this shit is fucking crazy and
It
I'm
is.
enjoying the whole experience. So the fact that she's still really humble, the fact that she came and hosted my birthday party, and even like, I ain't gonna lie, she gave me a discount, but it was, she's just that girl. And I feel like it's so good to see God blessing somebody who deserves it.
Her rate is through
does
the roof
deserve
right
it.
now.
And then
She
you
does
see
deserve
Taylor
it.
Swift, who she knocked out of the #1 position, sent her flowers.
Wow.
I feel like it's a, and I'm just, this may be controversial, but it's black people, in my opinion,
It's always
that
black
are
people.
always hating on other black people. Like, why
I agree.
why I can't say, oh, you know what? I'm so proud of you, Cardi. I'm so proud of you,
I agree.
Charlemagne. I'm so proud of you, Gio or
Yeah.
Jessica. Why do I have to knock you down to be better?
I
What
agree.
is
Always
knock us
what
down.
is
I
that?
agree.
So what,
I
is that just
agree.
our thing?
I
Is
think of
that,
intimidation, like with the whole Isaiah Banks thing. Like I don't even know how to.
did you call her Isaiah?
Isaiah.
Okay, let's move on.
She would wish to be Isaiah. That's a biblical name.
Congratulations, Cardi, for moving the culture. No pun intended, Migos.
Mama.
All right, so Wendy Williams. Speaking of Wendy Williams is in the news. Her husband may have another woman and another home.
Allegedly.
Do you think this is karma? I mean, I don't know, because Wendy's had a successful career tearing down other people.
She has, and now she's in the spotlight for her relationship. She has commented on a few of my relationships. I've always loved Wendy, and I still watch her show. My last relationship that she spoke about, she just spewed out so much negative energy, and yeah, he was going through a divorce at the time. But
So which one was the last one?
I'm not gonna say it.
Sean Penn,
No,
Tom Cruise,
no.
Tupac. I mean, shit, I don't know.
Let me tell you
Because Suge
something.
Knight is in the news saying Tupac may
If
not be
Tupac
dead.
was alive, I definitely would have still been married because I would have married him.
I would have had him already. You wouldn't have had a chance.
Damn. I
Now
know.
you.
Thug life.
What?
What?
So what did she say?
That
I'm a huge
biopic would have been a
Pac
whole other
Different movie,
experience.
right? What did she say about your relationship?
Yeah, I don't really care to touch too much base on it, but it was just negative, and she, kind of put the relationship in the dirt.
50 Cent.
No,
Oh.
no,
Terrence J.
no.
Okay, we just naming names.
Kevin Hart.
No. It's a man that I'm actually still in love with, and we're very close.
Trey Songz.
No,
Is he a
Drake.
celebrity?
no,
He's a normal guy.
no. Yeah, he's
Ben
he's in the industry.
Roethlisberger.
Okay.
He's in the industry. I'm just really private about that.
That's good.
But she put it out there. But the fact that you
Hold
guys
on,
don't
hold on,
know,
hold on, hold
I
on.
get a free
Can
ride.
You hear me struggling to find a name, and your ass can't Google the motherfucking name.
You told him not to be on his phone.
I've been whispering the whole time.
Like-
Who? This nigga done threw out 20 industry names. I got me over here treating my friend like a hoe.
Right.
You know
And
what
I
else
don't
is-
know half of these
and-
men
and
that y'all naming.
And she's being so nice, looking at me like, no.
No.
But I know she's thinking, nigga, I know
No,
you
I'm
ain't.
just loving the fact that you guys don't know.
That's
that,
good.
That goes to
Oh.
show you the reason.
Our guest tomorrow, Nick Cannon.
Damn, son.
Thank you. Next time you got
That's
to come
crazy.
faster with these receipts. Okay, so now she is
Fighting her for her man.
Wait, what happened?
Wendy.
Whoa, we
Wendy.
got to get back to Wendy.
She's fighting for her man.
we all had a freeze.
we got to get back to Wendy.
I felt she's an energy person. I felt that transfer. so
You would have saw your ass levitate.
Hilarious. See? Right.
So as I look at my notes here and I levitate, Sharina Hudson, she has a home. He allegedly has a home with Sharina Hudson. And
Who is Sharina Hudson?
That's the side bitch.
She's a massage therapist. Okay, I talked to Amber Rose this
Oh,
morning.
so she gave him a happy ending and he fell in love.
I talked to Amber Rose this morning because I knew we would be talking about Kevin Hart, even though he ain't in the notes. We're going to talk about Kevin Hart today, and I said to myself, because Black China called me last week. Really, her and Young Bird called me last. On the show, I tend to go off on rants. I went off a rant on Black China, and online I said her mother has rabies. Whatever.
Yeah.
How do you contract rabies?
Getting
Well,
bit
she
by a
doesn't
possum?
have it. She just looks like she. But let me tell you. So I got a call from Young Berg. Black China was on the phone.
But you
And-
know mothers are off limits, right?
Mothers
Like
and
mothers
kids.
and children.
Baby, ain't nothing off limits when you start a war
Come
with me.
on
But let me
now.
tell you. So shout out to Tokyo Tony. She don't got rabies. I apologize to the ASPCA and everybody else I threw in the middle of that fight. Black China called with Young Berg. And so I'm trying to be sensitive and work with Amber to learn the female perspective when it comes to topics like cheating. So I'm talking about Sharina. We talked about, you used to call her a side chick. I said to Amber, is this girl who's sleeping with Kevin Hart the side chick? Because I'm going in on hoes is winning and I'm tired of these side chicks. She said that would be slut shaming because Kevin Hart is the common thread in the whole thing.
Yeah, but I agree with that. I
Meaning-
agree with that.
meaning
Why
Wendy's
is it that
husband.
she is being victimized when he's the one that took the vow? And I love Kevin. I love Kevin. And I've learned a lot from him as an actor and as a comedian. But why is it that she's the one that's being slut shamed and he's the one that took the vow?
So
Because
go ahead.
Because she know
You
he,
took an oath between God, in front of your friends, your family, and your woman, and you swore
Wait, he
that
had-
you wouldn't.
He had the answer to that.
I see exactly what you're saying, but she knew just as much as he knew because she talking about she didn't know he
Yeah,
was married.
but that's not the point. The point
But she knew
is
that he was
she's
married.
the one that's being slut shamed publicly. He got off. Everybody's writing raps, and he gets a little pat on his shoulders. Oh,
Because
somebody
he was
tried to
honest.
extort him.
So-
Oh no! What do you mean honest?
honest.
If he was honest, if he was an honest man, he wouldn't never fucking did it in the first
Can I
place.
say something?
I
So,
concur.
so for the
We're
audience.
talking about honesty. No way.
Wait, so for the audience, let me bring it back because they're like, damn, Jason, you're all over the place. We're talking about Sharina with Wendy's husband, and we're talking about this girl with Kevin. And the point that you're making, that's the common point, what Amber helped me see this morning, because Amber has now become my mentor in seeing the woman's perspective.
If stones
Wait,
are going to
wait,
be
wait.
thrown, it needs to be on
But
both
let me
parts.
make my point. This right here is an example of Amber's whole movement, right? The messaging may be a little weird sometimes, but women and men see this differently. I agree with you because after talking to
I
Amber,
think she's
wait,
a
let
tramp.
me finish my thought. What I agreed with Amber was Kevin had a commitment to Tori. He ruined that with Aniko. He had a commitment with Aniko. He ruined that with this girl.
Common thread is
but in
him.
the press and on social media, everybody's attacking the girl. The girl, because Amber had to break it down for me. The girl never came out with a video. The video got released with her in it, and she spoke out about the video.
Right.
My point is, all the hoes is winning because we talking about Kevin and the girl. Everybody's a hoe. Hey, you a hoe, everybody's a hoe. And in the meantime,
No, but this girl is doing interviews because she's being demolished in the press. You're the hoe, you're the hoe, you're the hoe, you're horrible, you're horrible. So therefore she's gonna come out and defend herself.
but I don't think it's fair to just say it's Kevin's fault. It's Kevin had the commitment
No,
to his
I
wife.
didn't
They
say that
both.
it was fair.
Yeah.
She's a woman.
Yeah.
And as a woman, you have a right to another woman to know that this man is married. And I read today that she said that she didn't know that Kevin was married.
could
You're a
live under
fucking
a rock.
liar.
Right.
You're a liar. You did know he was married. She's wrong. He's wrong. The only person that deserves some type of sympathy for me is the pregnant wife.
No, because she
Was
created
this-
that karma, and you are an energy girl.
That's what-
You are a rock girl.
Yeah.
Hold on,
I
let me
agree.
finish. No, let me finish.
I
'cause-
agree.
Let me finish because we're gonna manifest some true shit right
Okay,
now.
go ahead, speak it.
Aniko, I love Aniko. I actually, when I saw Aniko, I said, "Oh, I would be her friend." When Tori was here, I said, "Tori, would you be mad at me if I was a friend?" I don't want to be her friend no more, and this is why. You got bad karma coming around you, girl.
But can I tell you something, sweetheart?
Yes.
You don't know the prayers between her and her God. So
I
do
don't.
not hold her accountable for something that she did in her past. That man made her
I'm
an
not.
honest woman and he married her.
Well,
yes?
I don't know.
Therefore,
Well, I don't know what
yeah,
is- I don't
it
know
is
about- I don't know.
karma.
Wait, I
but
don't
at
know
the
about
same
making her an
time,
honest
one
woman.
one heartbreak does
don't know
not
about
deserve another.
I don't know about no honest woman, but I know like it is unfortunate that she's 30 something weeks pregnant and dealing with the stress of her husband out cheating on her.
unfortunate.
So for that, I put all that on Kevin. But do you believe in karma?
I do believe in karma.
Do you believe that this is her karma? Okay, cool. So shout out to Wendy Williams. I love Wendy, and I think that this may be some of her karma because watching her show, she was the hot topic of her show.
Yeah.
I do want to know, what does her husband do?
He's the executive producer of her show.
Okay, because I'm about to say he putting out chicken a $765,000 house.
You gotta
what does he do?
understand too, most of these relationships, it's a treaty. It's cheaper to keep them.
But back in the day when Wendy had a lot of conflict with your friend Puffy, there were a lot of rumors in the street that people were trying to get her. And he was the reason why, in a lot of ways, she stayed safe because he was from the streets.
Think about some of the stuff she's even said about Pac.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
the one that started the whole rumor about Pac being raped in prison.
Yeah.
We were talking about that this weekend, but what people don't realize is that Wendy and Pac were good friends, and she's the one that put that out there. Now, I don't know her motive for doing that and why she did it, but that hurt him really bad, and he felt betrayed.
She did the big scandal interview with Whitney Houston where she attacked her. And
She attacked Whitney, and she even talked about Whitney's drug use. But Wendy used to be on drugs. The fact of the matter is, if you are sensitive to certain things, there's a fine line between being a journalist and being sloppy about it. These are lives we're talking about here. These people are real human beings with real feelings, and their business is not a form of entertainment. Although we are discussing hot topics about their careers, it is just very unfortunate that you're sloppy enough not to be sympathetic, especially when you know that you don't fall too far from experiencing what they're going through.
Okay, you better preach, Miss
2018.
Pastor White. Pastor White, ladies and
Pastor
gentlemen.
White.
Miss
First Lady White.
Miss Candlecraft. Okay, so let me ask you. So first of all, Wendy Williams, I love you to death. I watch you every day. I'm gonna watch you when I get home if I can fix my remote control. So the question is, would you be able to stay with a spouse if you found out that they betrayed you?
I have.
Dang.
You wanna
Let's talk about that. Yeah, I need
Let's talk
to know
about was that with Sean Penn?
No, Sean didn't cheat on me, not that I know of. And what doesn't know, I
Would you
doesn't
leave
hurt
a
me.
man for being suspicious opposed to having proof?
Here's the thing. I'm Jessica White, and so most men are suspicious, and I'm not doing anything. But I travel a lot, and I'm not one of those needy women that need to talk to my man all the time. I can speak to you in the morning. I love you. Hey, beautiful. We're talking. We talk once, and I go about my day. The next time you hear from me, it might be the next morning, or it might be at night when I'm about to go to sleep. Or you might not hear from me because I'm just working all day and then in the studio at night. I'm not one of those women that need to be on the phone FaceTiming you. I'm not conscious of what you're doing, because if you're doing something dirty to me, I'm eventually going to dream it and find out.
Trust me, I lost 2 employees last week that way. So let me ask you, would you do, because I've said on the show many times, all men cheat. I just believe that.
I don't agree.
Now, I don't know if all men cheat because I haven't met all men.
Okay.
But the ones that I have dated, you know, might have a wondering eye or
absolutely.
tend to flirt because they like attention, or tend to do things because maybe I'm not giving them enough attention. Me as a woman, I have to be responsible of the things that I'm not giving. And that's why I say now in a relationship, how can I love you better? Am I applying too much energy to one situation when you need to be loved in another? I think that's an open platform, and it takes, in order for a relationship to work, especially as a woman, because we victimize ourselves often, we have to then think, higher and say, okay, well, what is it that I'm not doing? Even if I don't know I'm not doing it, it needs to be a level of conversation.
Thank you.
Are you bisexual?
I'm trisexual.
So so you've tried a woman.
Yes.
So do you find that you can trust women more than you can trust men?
No.
Really?
They're all the same. Still human
No,
beings.
I definitely don't trust women as much as I trust
But I
men.
like what you said.
Wait, stop, hold on. So you don't trust women as much as you
I
trust men?
Yeah.
Why?
Women are emotional, and they're ruled by their emotions, so that means that they're erratic in their behaviors at times. Men are more logical, so they're if they do something, if a man is going to cheat on me, he's going to really put a lot of thought into it, I think.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen.
Whereas women are emotional and they're rational, but we don't get caught.
So Giovanni,
And that's because we're emotional.
so Giovanni, do I feel you in
She
the room
hitting
today? I
this
feel the
nail
energy.
right on the head like goddamn Jack Armstrong.
Candle girl. Relationships. Let's talk about Sean Penn. I didn't know. And again, I have friends. I don't Google all their business to become their friend. And once I become their friend, I don't go and research
That's
them.
what I love about you, by the way.
I don't do that.
I love that about
Some
you.
would say I'm slacking, but I just feel like I want the
No,
relationship.
I really love you. I love you for that.
And-
I've never had a conversation where he knew any of my business, by
good.
the way.
I mean, I know
and
you're a
it's all
supermodel.
there to be Googled. Like, you knew
I know
my
your
work
career,
catalog,
like,
but
yeah.
you didn't know rumors and
Yeah, I don't
things.
do
And
that.
that's what I love
I don't do
about
that.
you. You definitely, you're a good man, Jason.
Well, one rumor I had heard about her, she's friends with Beyonce. Now you know. I ain't your friend because of your friendship with Beyonce.
He loves Beyonce.
Yeah, I know.
They know on the show. But I'm talking to her this weekend as Beyonce is like a regular person because she's her regular friend. But I'm just like, wait a minute. This is not a regular person. This is a fucking omen. This is like Jesus. What'd I say? Jesus?
I'll tell you one thing
Beyonce,
about B
Oprah.
that I didn't tell you.
Okay.
Beyonce gives the greatest advice for relationships.
Well, can you tell her that I'm like really single and don't have a clue on what to do? And I'd like her to channel that.
We
through
were
you.
shooting the XOX video, and I was venting to her about a relationship I was in at that time.
Trey Songz.
Yes.
Oh,
You got it.
okay. Come on, let it go.
And I just mentioned that, I was like, my Sag. And when I tell you that woman broke down what I should do, and don't ask me the advice, I'm not going to tell you. But when I tell you I started to do it, and it worked.
She's a demigod.
She is a goddess.
She's not of this world.
She,
I don't know what a demigod
on
means.
some
Super
on,
Saiyan
on
shit.
another level, I was like, no, normally I'm the teacher here, but when I tell you I was the student real quick, I was just like,
What you talking about?
So
what you talking about, B?
so when you heard 444, did you call her and say, "Girl, I'm gonna return the favor"?
No, but that's not our friendship.
I see.
You
I
don't
I
get
respect
involved in stuff like
I respect that.
You know, you have to allow an artist to be an artist, and you never read into anything. You know what I mean? My friends are my friends, and they trust me for one reason and one reason only, because they can,
That's what you said that
and they feel comfortable.
That's what you said that I thought was.
Comfortable.
That's what.
and
that,
they can clock out.
That's what you said that I thought was really good this weekend. You said my friends can trust me because I know everything, but would never tell.
But they can clock out.
Okay, what does that mean?
We're not talking about business. We're not talking about who we are. We're starting from Beyonce, Giselle, Jessica Angel, Kelly Rowland. Like, it's like.
Don't forget about Farrah.
First of all, we all forgot
I
about
don't even
Farrah.
know Farrah.
We all forgot about that girl.
But,
But I don't know who Beyonce Giselle is because I could never normalize that friendship.
But that's because I want to clock out, and all my friends say I love being around Jess because I can clock out. We're talking about everything from philosophy to church, God. I am so spiritual. I love listening to gospel music. You just clock out. We're not.
How long you been knowing her?
B. I met B for the first time when I was 22.
Oh wow, that's your friend.
Because I was her model for House of Darion, her very first campaign for House of Darion.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and then I did Rockaware too. Like J and B had me working for both of them, so I kind of got intertwined, and they always show me so much love and
That's
support.
dope. That's
Yeah.
dope.
You know, it's interesting that because I'm a fan of pop culture, when I meet celebrities for the first time, I'm trying to be normal. I'm trying to be normal with them, right? Like I won't be like when I first met you, we were cool. We talked, hey, how are you? But until we really connected, it's just like you're Jessica White. But now it's just like, okay, that's Jessica.
Yeah,
But it's
just
really
Jess.
but it's really hard because when I meet celebrities for the first time, it's a different experience, right?
Yeah.
I gotta think, what did we write? What did we report? What
Yeah.
did people say? And sometimes I do forget, and people will look at me and say crazy things, and I just don't know what to say. But I'm a fan of the culture. But those two right there, I mean, like just Beyonce and Jay-Z are like
That's
way
the
up
key,
there.
right? We all know celebrities. You got to treat them like they just regular people.
It's not even okay. First and foremost, these people. I hate the word celebrity because they had a work ethic and they're talented enough to just
Be seen by
the
everybody.
best. You know what I mean? And there's a level of sacrifice I think that we take away from celebrity. What does celebrity mean? There's a level that means you're departing from something, which is a sense of normality, in order to get to the stratosphere.
But you know
and a
they're-
whole new astral plane.
But you know they're in LA now. But Beyonce, I mean, I appreciate all that, but she can't just keep popping up on Hollywood Boulevard because she's
yeah, she goes
No,
skating.
hear what I'm saying. I live in Hollywood. I live around Hollywood Boulevard. Let's just say that I ain't gonna give my location because people have been showing up at my house. She can't. She's been walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard. She can't do that.
With Julian, I'm sure Julian's
No,
been
she
with her.
would- no, it was just her and Jay-Z.
Yeah, because
she can't do
that's
she
how
popped
they
up-
are
she
in New
popped up-
York, though.
She popped up. This ain't New York. This is.
Wait, they just been walking down Hollywood Boulevard
They
together?
were walking down Hollywood Boulevard and then popped up at World of Wills. They
Yeah,
can't
well,
do that.
Beyonce she can kind of go under the radar when she like kind of just almost like
she was Beyonce. She
okay,
was,
because Jay-Z, you could tell that's Jay-Z. But Beyonce, I've seen her a little bit more
how can you
sheltered.
tell
But why
Jay-Z?
not? When so many people love you, you want to get out and see the world. You don't want to isolate yourself like how Michael did.
Okay.
Michael lived himself in a box.
I see that.
You know, you have to have a sense of normality. You have to find your place in this world, no matter how successful you've become.
So let me just put a warning out there now. Beyonce, you come back to Hollywood if you want to. But if I see you, I don't know what I'm going to do.
He crossing the 5-way freeway.
And I love Julius. Julius is cool. Julius. He's
yeah.
cool. Every time he's cool.
That's my love.
Julius, don't take a day off, bro. Not when they come to Hollywood.
You know what? It's
But I
so
love
crazy.
Beyonce.
I seen him. But I see him off the clock at the Standard Hotel by myself, and it was the most awkwardest thing I've
But he
seen
was
in my
super
life.
cool, right?
I mean,
he's chill.
When I did Run the World with him, yeah, he's super cool.
But when he's with her, don't nobody matter but her.
I'm just saying it's weird not seeing him with her. It's like, yo, man, if you
Did
here,
you see those pictures of B in the ocean and then you see Julia's head in the water too?
Really? That's a mess.
It's the funniest photos I've ever seen.
Look.
But B's like diving off the yacht and then Julia's head is like in the ocean somewhere. I don't even know if he's a good swimmer, but he had to be because he got that girl's back.
So I saw Julius at Tyrese's house one day on a Friday night. Super nice, cool, laid back, had his hoodie on, chill, relaxed, laughing, joking. In my mind, we have become friends. Later that week, I saw Beyonce at Big Sean's party. He acted like he didn't know me. Not on no shady shit. It was like his focus is on her. Like he does his job and he's so good at what he does.
he's doing very well for a long
Okay,
time.
so let's get back to Jessica White's business. Sean Penn.
I don't see that in the notes.
Oh no, I know. I have my own copious notes over here.
Oh, I see.
Copious.
So Sean Penn, how did you all fall in love with each other?
Y'all look good together, by the way.
Because I remember Jill Marie Jones telling me about what's that big star from Heat? What's his name? Not Al
Giovanni
Pacino.
Watson?
You definitely weren't in that one.
Heat.
Heat. Who's in Heat?
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro when he used to date. When he used to date. Who did I just say? Jill Marie Jones. Okay, because when I look at Jill Marie Jones, a beautiful black woman who's successful in her own right, that falls in love with this super mega famous, powerful white or whatever man, that's similar to you. I mean, successful supermodel in your own right, actress. You in the studio, you rapping?
It's no singing.
Oh, I can't
Artist.
wait to hear that.
So in your own right, successful, and you hanging out with Beyonce Giselle. I can't even
That's
believe
a
she
middle
tried to
name?
normalize that woman in here today. It's so disrespectful. And then you fall in love with Sean Penn. How does that happen?
We met through Bobby. Bobby is Kid Rock.
Oh, you
Kid
normalizing
Rock?
them.
How? What? Nope. Kid Rock. If you go to his Instagram right now, there are still bees all over his
Dang.
Instagram because he attacked Beyonce. How can you
That
be
was
friends
so-
with him and her?
Well, this is before all that happened.
That's true. Okay,
This
I was trying to
before.
start a crisis there.
No, Bobby is a friend, and me and one of my best friends, Golly, and another one of our friends, Amanda.
Those people all sound rich, white, and successful.
I know.
They are.
Oh,
And
okay. Just making sure.
and we were staying at his house in Malibu, and Sean was there. And the next day we had like this little family picnic, and Sean asked me out on a date. And he was there on time. He was like, "I'll pick you up at 7." He was there at like 6:55.
Oh man, that's my type of guy, man.
Yeah, mine too.
And so it wasn't. Was he chivalrous?
Yes.
So he was a gentleman.
Yes, he was there on time, opening up the doors. I had so many amazing dates. I'll tell you one date, like Cat Stevens. I had to move.
Wait, that sounds somebody
you don't
white?
know
Cat
Cat
Stevens
Stevens
is one of the biggest stars of the 70s.
Like Grass, he's like a hipper.
He's the original singer of
If you
First Cut is the
wanna do-
Deepest.
Is he powerful and white?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm getting where you are.
So I was in.
She's at Nobu in Malibu. She ain't playing.
Yeah. So I had to go to Europe for like 4 months, and Sean came with me. This was after like a week of meeting. And he came back with this album and was like, "We're going to go to this rose garden in London, and I want you to meet my friend." And I was like, "Okay." He was like, "I'm going to play you some of his music." And there's this song called Heart-Headed Woman. And he was like, "This song reminds me of you." And it's absolutely amazing. It's like one of my favorite songs to this day. But I sat there and I talked to Cat Stevens for like 4 hours and had this prolific, like I'm a sapiosexual. So if you can.
What does that mean
Tell
for
it to the
people like me
people,
that
yeah.
don't know?
A sapiosexual is someone who is basically you can get me off sexually by being intelligent.
Oh
Wow.
Sound like Melissa Ford too.
So Gio, you have You're working on your
Oh
situation.
yeah, I'm dumb as shit. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So
You're not
I
that
mean,
dumb.
he had romance and the intellect all in one. Like Sean had so many creative, amazing dates.
But was the bedroom game as good as the out of bedroom game? I don't really know how to get to that.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna answer that.
No, because there's a lot of women that watch him and go, "Damn, he's so." I mean, I watch.
Sean is a Leo, and
I'm
they're
a Leo.
very passionate.
See, he's a cuddler.
So what I will say is
He's a cuddler.
when they're passionate, and he was very, very passionate.
That's a lot of varies on there.
So were his passionate moments really long or short as fuck?
They would last all night long.
Yo, Sean Penn, man, he's such an artist, man. I'm just looking. He's a fucking artist.
Did you
man.
watch him in Milk? Did you like Milk?
I watched all his films.
Did you ever watch his films with him?
No,
That's weird.
Did you ever have sex with him in a character of one of his films?
no,
Oh, because Milk, you definitely wouldn't get in that one.
that is so weird.
I know. My fantasy is to always have. So speaking of fantasies, Trey Songz. Shout out to Trey. He's in town.
Yeah.
So how did you and Trey? Because you and Trey seem very different. You seem very different than the woman I've been told that he typically dates.
Okay, well, who does he typically date?
Well, I mean, I know him and Claudia Jordan had a run. I don't know if they dated. You guys had a relationship.
How is she? I don't know.
Not like you.
She's pretty.
Okay, so
You're very.
Yeah, you're a whole
You're
different
very
type
calm
of
and
breed.
you're very
Poised.
warm and motherly. And
Sapiosexuous.
for example,
okay.
this weekend I was drinking, you were drinking, we were drinking, but we weren't drunk. We had a moment where a woman was trying to get with one of our friends who wasn't a lesbian, and she was being overly nice, and I had to shut that down because I'm looking out for my friends. Then I had to get into it with the guy she was with, long story short. But then there was a woman who was trying to get at me about a topic, and you shut her down and say, "Girl, go get your man." You're very caring. You're very loyal. You're very, I don't know.
Yeah, I was rubbing your back when you were
Yes.
having that conversation.
You were.
I don't know,
In a
but I
non-sexual
think that when
No,
we
of
when we
course.
were together, I don't think I was as calm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is why it didn't last.
Did you love Trey?
Yeah, I did.
Did you love Sean Penn more than Trey?
The same. I've never truly been in love. Like I've been quoted to saying I've been in love twice. But to be honest with you, when I think about it, I've honestly been in love one time in my life.
Anybody we know?
Who I'm in love with right now. Like it's just it's
What was his name
family.
again? You said?
I didn't say his name.
I said it, but we're not going to bring it back up.
But it's just a sense of family.
Wow.
You know, and when you experience lust and infatuation, and then you kind of get it mixed up
Like,
and
what's
think that
really
it's
love?
love, and then you experience something different that is very much family. You can't run away from that even when you want to.
So why are you selectively private about the relationship you're in now? Did you learn
Because-
something from
Want to
other
last?
relationships?
Yeah, because those relationships are very public, and it just when there's a lot of energies involved and you've got so many people with their eyes on you,
She gets it.
you tend to be a little bit more suspicious and paranoid.
That's why I don't post my girl.
I can't be paranoid right now because nobody knows.
So do you watch America's Got Talent?
No, because Tyra's on it.
You don't support Tyra?
I love Tyra, but
she's doing good.
I haven't been watching it because Tyra's on it.
You made a good point. That's like, it got to the point where she would like, my girl would be mad that I didn't post her. I was like, I used to date somebody in the business. Now it's nowhere big as the people you used to, but she's very well known. And I used to always post my baby, my blah, blah, blah. And so many people was in our fucking relationship. So after that one, with this one, I never did it. And if I did do it, I would never tag her, ever.
Yeah.
Like when I said her name today, that's the first time in the year I've been doing this show I've said her name.
Well, I think that's probably what she needed to.
Well,
Because women do need validation to a certain degree. We just do. And as much as we say we don't or we want things to be private, for me, I'm the one that's very particular about keeping it private because I also know the energy that follows me and that has followed me from my past relationships. So I don't want that to be the same situation. But we're 3 years in, off and on for 3 years. So it is what it is. I'm pretty much solid in where we are, where we're going.
Well, I don't post any of my relationships because I simply know my community. As soon as I post them, somebody's going to be in them DMs and then we have a problem because I don't know how to just ignore. outright disrespect. You know, it's different if you see somebody in the club and you don't know and you say, hey, what's up? You know, but then they all in a relationship and you leave it alone. Our community, we tend to, I ain't gonna say I never did it, gravitate towards people who we can't have, which is crazy. Yeah, but I just don't post it. Plus, I don't ever want people to think about my relationship more than my business, like my work. I just want you to know, when I post, I had a thought this weekend.
But we're living in a world where it is about team love.
Yeah, but I had a thought this weekend. I said, there are a few people right now that are showing me a lot of interest, that I'm showing interest very privately, but there's nobody that I feel has reached the level of like, I'm going to put it out there.
What's the level?
I don't even know.
Are you allowing yourself to open up to it being anything?
Well,
you can't
weekend,
reach a level if you're not even open to it.
You told me this weekend that I wasn't open to affection. Or
you allowed me to rub your back, and that was because you were in a conversation
that was very heated and focused.
Had I done that when we were just like sitting there and I was just rubbing your back, you'd have been like, all right, Jess, get your hands off.
No, because you tried to give me a compliment, I shut it down before, or Danielle did.
Yeah.
And I just shut it down.
You just shut it down. You don't even like compliments.
Yeah. But that's important because I've always been groomed to stay focused on the work or whatever.
It's not about the work. We're talking about love right now.
I know.
And you can actually become more successful with a partner. That's why it's called partnership.
I believe it. But before this, my last ex that we're not together now, we were more public than any relationship I've ever been in. But it was, I still didn't post, like, I don't post affectionate pictures and photos. I just don't do that. I just don't believe in that.
No, you don't have to believe in that. I don't either.
If I could just take
your brain, totally freaked out.
Like that.
That isn't to say that I don't have my paranoid moments.
Yeah, I know, but it's just you get the logical. I think. Do you have any brothers?
I do.
Did you date Tom Cruise? I know Connor.
No, I never dated Tom. I've never.
Where'd that come from?
Because I was a temporary Scientologist for a bit.
So what do you think of Leah Remini? Do you think her coming out and speaking out about the Church of Scientology is going to get her house bombed?
No, I wasn't that involved in it, so I didn't reach the level of everything that she's seen. But, you know,
I did one of the stress tests before.
Oh, yeah? Yeah,
they almost had me for half a second.
So what does that mean? You have to go run on a treadmill and
Here's
all
the
that?
Thing, right? So I tore my ACL, and I was telling them I had this torn ACL and my leg was killing me. They're like, yeah, come on now into the offices and come on over here. So I went over there to the Scientology spot and they took me in this room and they brought out like these like little like conductor joint, like it's almost like a science fair project, and they connected this shit to my knee. Long story short, I ain't feel my knee, or my knee didn't hurt for about a good 3 months after that.
Wow.
So you were almost in.
They almost had me.
So why did you decide to leave the Church of Scientology?
I can't really talk about it.
Why? Is it bad? Would it be bad if you did?
Yeah, it's just been so long that, you know.
You just don't want to bring up those issues.
But I will say this.
I mean, it's legalities and things like that, yeah.
All the Scientologist girls that be on Hollywood Boulevard with them blue Navy joints, every single one of them got ass. Every single one. And that's crazy to me.
You're not even supposed to be thinking of fucking those children of Scientology.
How did you even look at this?
Because they be like, come, follow us. And then I'll just be following.
With the big ass lures them into the church. Why do you make
it seem so predatorial? Does it come off that way?
Hi, come on in.
Okay, so look, so nowadays, so I was just in, I was in New York at the Fashion Week. I went to an event with Nicki Minaj. She launched her Max Cosmetics. So I was going to get into black women in makeup, right? Because makeup. You were one of the few that started, right? That were in the beginning of black women or women of color really being the face of brands. And now we have Queen Latifah. We have Issa Rae, I think, is a new cover girl. What do you think? Do you think that how are they deciding who to give these cover girl things to? Because I remember models used to be
I mean, I signed my cover girl contract at the age of 14. And then when it ended, I was 17, and they said it would never happen again. Like I would never be able to get another beauty contract because people were so used to seeing me as the face of CoverGirl. Mm-hmm. And at the age of 23, I happened to work for the Victoria's Secret of Milan, Italy. Mm-hmm. And the photographer took a picture of me, sent it to the president of L'Oreal, and said, I found your girl. I went into a meeting with him and he was like, if you want this contract, you can have it. And I was like, let me think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And at the age of 23, I became the first African-American to have 2 beauty contracts. And my agent at the time wasn't even getting a commission. The checks literally the big, huge checks were coming directly to me.
So you was a
because
millionaire
I'm
by
the one
23.
that actually closed the deal on the contract. It was done through me.
I tell my friends that all the time. When I close a deal without my agent gets none of that.
Well, let's just see how hard he works for you.
What you mean?
Everybody needs a commission.
Yeah, and I don't have an agent or a manager yet. I have an attorney, so they get that.
And
they
let me
get the
tell you
percentage.
something that became a problem. And like, it seems like every agent wanted a commission of that. And I was like, well, you didn't do it. Like, why would I give you a commission of it? And I was with them. It was supposed to be a 3-year contract. It turned out to be 10 years.
So what do you think with the whole world of modeling now, with the Gigi's and Bellas and the Kindles and all that? Do you think that it's less about being a supermodel and more about your social influence? Because I just recently saw Donatella do this big, amazing tribute to Gianni where she walked out with Claudia Schiffer and Naomi Campbell.
Those are the original hard workers.
right.
Those are the women
So
who
has
paved the way.
Has the industry is it changed
Yeah,
now?
it's changed. It's all about how many followers you have. It's the same thing as the music
Popularity,
industry.
right.
It's really all about popularity and how many fans you have going into it.
Because nobody wants to do, like these record labels and companies. They don't want to do the legwork anymore.
No, it's not about that anymore. Everyone, it's just different. The industry as a whole, it's not even just the modeling industry, it's entertainment as a whole.
So what do you think about these Instagram girls? I haven't even listen.
I'm
I don't
happy
have to
for
go to
'em.
porn sites no more. Just go right to my Explore page.
I'm happy for them. I get so many people that go, oh my God, you're so humble and you're so sweet on set and you sit
You
there,
are.
you're so patient.
You are.
And then I get, a girl that's on Instagram and she's like, no, I need this and I need that.
It's true.
And for me, I just came from an industry where you had to work hard and being gracious is the greatest thing because that keeps me coming back into the door. You can have your 15 minutes, but I've been in this for 15 years
And she had made over $1 million.
by 18.
Don't let me hanging.
Definitely left you hanging. So moving right along, my favorite family in the world. No, not the Obamas, everybody.
The Jacksons.
The Kardashians.
Oh.
I just said that because all the black women will be on my timeline like, you fucking sellout motherfucker. You fuck the Kardashians. Yeah, fuck them, whatever. They making money. So Kylie Jenner may be pregnant. And I don't like doing pregnancy reports because she could be bloated. She could have went to Chipotle. She could have just
Well,
got...
you haven't
she-
even seen a photo of
she
her.
could-
Yeah, they got one.
They do.
She could have got some good dick and moved one of her organs to the wrong side. I don't know what's going on in Kylie Jenner's life, but people are going crazy. And now Khloe's reportedly pregnant. What do you guys think about the Kardashian clan multiplying again?
They always getting pregnant at the same damn time so they can raise and kids can grow up the same time, man.
Shout out to Kris Jenner on a successful season 10.
Jesus.
Well, yeah, I think it is about season 10. I mean,
Yeah, keep the show
it's been
going.
10 years, and I don't know why this is so freaking shocking to everybody. They've made a life of being pregnant and getting married.
To black men.
What the fuck is different today
it's
than
because-
it was 10 years ago?
Because Kylie and Khloe, they just got with these guys. It's brand new opposed to them
Oh, who
being with
cares?
other guys that they was with for years and
who
didn't
cares?
get knocked
They're
up.
the one thing that you can say about those women, they make great mothers. They're gonna be great mothers, and the kids are gonna be beautiful, and they're gonna have amazing children who are gonna be smart, and they're gonna make a lot of money.
What do you say to all the black women that are mad that they're not having that they're having kids by black men?
Don't be mad.
Get glad.
Go and find yourself some love.
Did you ever get criticism for being a black woman that dated non-black men?
Of course, but most of them came from black men.
Woo! Come on here.
Most of them. So it is what it is. You just gotta, like I always say, I've had some of my most successful relationships with white men, whereas black men they underappreciated me and they took me for granted.
And I would say you look good with a white man.
I do. I look good with any man, but
ethically
I'm pro
ambiguously-
black love. I love
Right.
black love, but if it doesn't work and that's not in the cards for me, then I'm gonna have me a white man and that's gonna be it. You
Serena
know?
got a white man, right? Serena got a white man.
You know,
right?
you
Serena
have to
has a
go.
white husband.
Love knows no color.
That's true.
And I think that people should stop fixating on it too much and just allow these women to live their lives. And if you're jealous and you want to do something, then go out there and do it.
Well,
why you got to be mad at them?
Every man that end up with a Kardashian, don't they end up going crazy? Their career start falling off.
Listen, we need to stop blaming the Kardashians for these people being
They probably just got some
crackheads
good
and all this
pom-pom.
other shit. Wait, here's the deal. Men have been using celebrity women strategically for years because if you think about it, a lot of men don't really get super famous until they have a famous girl.
That's so true.
Because everybody looks at Beyonce, and this is your friend, so I'm gonna just is it abdicate? Abdicate, whatever the word is. I'm gonna cut you out of this one.
Okay.
Jay-Z is Jay-Z by his own right, and he is the man. And he is probably one of the best, if not the best, rap lyricists that we have in hip hop right now. And for all intents and purposes, one of the most successful businessmen and entrepreneurs as well. And he uses his platform for good. So he's amazing, but he wouldn't be as hot in these streets if he wasn't with Beyonce.
Which is why I said partnership.
Yeah.
It is about partnership for sure.
Okay.
You think Kim made Kanye bigger? No, because he was always bigger than Kim.
I think Kim even made Reggie Bush bigger, and now that she's not with Reggie, who talks about Reggie?
No damn body. You right.
But I will say that Kim allowing Kanye to use her as his muse makes him a lot more relevant in high fashion.
I agree.
For sure.
Okay. All right. So the last.
But he also gave her a sense of fashion and a sense of style and respectability that she didn't have before.
Exactly.
So we can't negate that.
That's true. I had dinner with Lorianne Gibson last week, and she said to me, and I want to tell you, I got to take some shit off the air too, because shit. But she said, "Baby, you know who's watching your show?" And I said, "No." She basically said there are people that are really watching the show who are. She just said up there. How do you find out who's watching you? You just never know. You just got to always assume people are watching you.
No, because people talk.
They talk, and it's called Eagle Eye. You remember?
That was James Bond.
No, Eagle Eye is Shia LaBeouf with the.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it was great.
This has been real, guys.
I want to know who's watching us.
Okay. I'll tell you a break.
All right.
But anyway, thank you, Jessica
Thank you
White,
for having
for
me.
being on the show and revealing everything about being a bat and Sean Penn's long affection.
He has a lot of affection.
Yo, I just love my job. I get to sit by beautiful women every goddamn week.
All right. Well, thank you, supermodel.
Hey,
out.
Jennifer, he didn't mean that.
No, not at all.
What did he say?
I said I get
can
to sit
sit
by
by
beautiful women every week. But this is the first time I've ever sat next to a supermodel. Not a model, not an IG
Okay,
model.
so
Super.
Shout out to Melissa Ford, who's not here. She's definitely
Yes,
not a supermodel.
thank you, Melissa,
but,
for not being here. I had fun.
All right, we're out.
love you,
Bye.
Melissa.
Peace.